Today I was having a conversation with a guy, and this guy is in an amazing position in his life, but he was so obsessed about me being so young and doing all of the things that I'm doing right now, like running the company. I've been like Youngest Salesforce MVP, or like just being 25 and running a YouTube channel and doing all of these things simultaneously. I know that like there are a lot of people who think in a similar fashion that I'm doing all of these things. Even if I'm so young, how can I do this and how can I do that? This comes from a lot of people to me, but this guy specifically was hitting to me like he was so obsessed about me being young. In every line or in every conversation that I was having with this particular person, he was saying that you are so young, it's so great, you're so young, you're so great. I know that he was not jealous at all, but there was something different about this guy when I was talking with him. And then later when I thought about it, I came to understand that there are a lot of people out there who are young and who actually want to do great things in their life but are not able to, maybe because of lack of opportunities, maybe because there's a peer pressure because of which they are not able to, or they are not they're not able to do what they actually want to do, but are doing what they do not want to do in their life. And this thing dies inside them at a very young age, and they like for their life they regret about it. So I thought later, I actually like thought about this particular person, that what exactly might be the situation with this particular guy. So when I was having the conversation, when I had the conversation with this particular guy, there were some instances in which I got to know that he also wanted to do something, some entrepreneurial activities in his life, or he wanted to run a business, or he wanted to do different stuff. He wanted to travel the world and all, but he was not able to do that because of following reasons, and that is still there in his heart, in his mind, and he always regrets about not doing all of these things in his life. And that's exactly what I have refused, or what I had refused to do in my own life. So like when I was very young, I started working when I was 18, and I'm telling it to you, age is just a number. I've seen people who are at 40 and they start their own business and they like take it to heights, and I've seen people like who start their business at 12 at the age of 12, and they are good with it, like they're amazing with it. We all know that there are people out there in this world who are less than 30 and are billionaires, right? So age is just a number. It has got nothing to do with what you want to do in your life and how you want to do it, how you want to live it. I was very motivated to do a business while I was very young. At the age of 13, I was all about this stuff. I can do it every day, every night, 365, 24/7, or 24/7, 365. But the main thing that I want to tell you guys right now is that please do not let that fire inside you vanish away or extinguish away, because it's very, very important. That's all what I did for my life. I followed my heart. I wanted to be a businessman, and whatever I did, I made sure that it takes me towards the end goal, or towards what I want to do in my life. If some of you want to be a painter but are trapped into this industry, or trapped into any of the other industries in which you're not feeling productive in, or in which you're just feeling trapped, I think you should start something on the sides which will help you take towards where you're gonna actually enjoy your life. That's really, really very important, and I'm telling it to you, I did nothing great. I was an average student since my childhood, 70, 70, 70, 70. Nothing great, no 80s, no 90s, no topper, nothing like that. Not even the last bencher or anything. But I was all about understanding stuff and like curious to understand science or mathematics and stuff like that. And at the same point of time, I wanted to like I used to enjoy numbers. I used to enjoy how people used to sell stuff, how people used to market the things in the like out there in the world which they want to sell. So I was curious about all of those stuff, and I realized it early. That's a blessing to me. That's such a great blessing. I was lucky, and yeah, a lot of people say that you're lucky. You've achieved so much in such a young age. Yeah, I am lucky, but I'm not saying that I got it all just because I was lucky. I am lucky in order to identify what I wanted to do in my life. I'm lucky in that perspective. It's nothing like that. I'm lucky that I got it all without even working hard or without even working for anything. I worked like anything. I worked like slaves for last like 6 years. I've worked each and every hour of my life. Even if I am somewhere else, I think about the business that I'm running, or I think about the work that I'm doing. That's the kind of attitude that I've got in my life. And even if you do not have that kind of attitude in your life and you're okay with that and you're satisfied with it, good for you. There's no problem with it. You do not need to compare yourself with me. But if you really want to achieve all of those things, you got to be like obsessed about it. You got to be passionate about it. I was passionate. That's how I got it. And if I wouldn't have worked harder, I wouldn't have achieved all of these things like at this age. Probably not at this age. And even if you are at like 30 right now or 40 right now, if you're passionate about something, you can go out there and achieve what you want to achieve. Don't like, the major thing that stops people is what the other people are gonna think about. Just go onto my channel and watch the first video that I uploaded. You're gonna laugh. Even I can't see that video. But that is something that I wanted to do. And that's how I started. And I just want to make sure that I stay grounded while watching that video. That's why I haven't removed that video from the channel, because that's where I started. It's all what you see over here. The work that I did over here, nobody sees that. And what I want to tell you with this message is that if you're young, specifically, even if I say a lot of time that age is just a number and it doesn't matter, but especially if you are young and if you really want to do something, go do it right now. What I thought when I was 18 was, if I'm getting an opportunity to run a business right now when I have no responsibilities of my family or my wife or my children or anybody, then I should go and do it right now rather than just waiting for 10 years and then doing it. Because after 10 years, it's only going to become difficult for me. It's not going to get any easier with time. So if you really want to do something, do it right now. Today is the right time. No New Year resolution is going to help you out. Every day is a new day. Why to wait for a year to go and do something? If you really want to do something, do it right now or do tomorrow. Don't wait for anything if you really want to achieve something. Because what will happen later on is, you will even not recognize or realize that this is what is happening with you. Unconsciously, you'll think about what you could have done at that particular moment and what you would have achieved till now. And that's all what's going to be surrounding your head, or what's going to surround your head. That is something that you should not think about, or that you should not let yourself in a position where you end up being into a situation where you'll think about the past and regret about the things that you did and the things that you didn't do. So please figure out where you're spending your time and do what you want to do, so that you later do not regret about the things that you didn't do. Right? Just because your friend is doing something, or if just because your friend is going for a trip, you're bound to go along with them. It doesn't work out. Like, at least for me, and it shouldn't work for you either. Why it should? I mean, why does it matter? If you really want to do something great, do it right now. Don't wait for anybody. And I'm telling it to you, whatever your age is, even if you're 15, if you want to be a Salesforce expert out there, you can actually do that. All what you need to do is put in the hours, put in the work, put in the hard work. That's all what you need to do. But do it right now. I'm telling it to you. Nobody's gonna wait for you. Nobody. You gotta do it for yourself now. When I was graduating from my college, all of my friends who were good with studies and everything, or good with coding, wanted to join big MNCs or big companies in order to in order to learn how do they work, and how in order to just showcase that yes, we have worked hard in order to earn this particular job, right? So they wanted to do that. But on the other hand, I just wanted to learn how to actually run a business, and I opted for that. A lot of people, including my family, made fun of me. Literally, they did that. I was just 21 when I started all of this, and all of the people who used to surround me, or who I used to surround myself with, made fun of me. It was not easy for me to like accept that, but I did it because the purpose was clear, that this is what I wanted to do, and I was persistent onto it. I had the discipline to go to work every day, to create a video every week, to learn something new every day. That is all what it takes in order to achieve things in life. You gotta have discipline, and you need to stop thinking about what the world is gonna say. A lot of people of my age, I'm telling it to you, I've trained a lot of people, I've been friends with a lot of people of my age. Of course, I'm gonna be friends with a lot of people of my age. They all, like literally, they all are just worried about what the world is gonna think about them. Do you really think the world revolves around you? There are like thousands and thousands of influencers out there who a lot of people do not even know about. So what are you worried of? Even if you're not an influencer, even if you've got 500 people following you on Instagram, you're just worried about those people's opinion about what you should do in your life? I don't think so that matters to you, or that should matter to you, if it matters. What should matter to you is your own happiness. How you're gonna feel about yourself. So I feel good about myself today because I did the things that I wanted to do in my life. I chose the other route and worked hard for it because I had no other choice. My back was against the wall. I had to fight or die. That's all what I did in my life. There was no other option at that moment. There were situations in which my family wasn't even talking to me just because I chose this route and not the other one. That was difficult, but I stayed to the track or stayed to the course. And that is what helped me achieve these things. I'm telling it to you, I've got no amazing skills of attaining knowledge. I've got no amazing skills of being the good A+ student out there. All what helped me become who I am today is the discipline that I have towards work, is the persistence that I showed towards the work, the commitment that I had with myself in order to make myself happy or to be happy in my life. This is all what helped me, nothing else. So stop thinking about the people who you surround yourself with or your friends who just want you to be in the same bucket as they are. You should leave that bucket and get out there in the world and figure out what works for you and what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be standing in front of the mirror and asking the question to yourself, am I the one who I wanted to be? And if the answer will be no, then you're going to regret what you did at that time. So please, 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 don't put yourself into a position where you regret about anything that you did in your life, and try to do the things which will actually make you happy in a long term, rather than just focusing on to the short term goals or the ambitions that you want to achieve that is actually fed into you by your friends or your family, which are not actually yours. Right? If you're not an entrepreneur, it's okay. If someone is saying that you are an entrepreneur, you should go out there and start a business, you run a business, there's no need for that. You just got to be happy, right? And you can only be happy with a purpose, and you need to figure out what is the purpose of your life. I leave you guys with this question to help you figure out what you actually want to do in your life, and just go ahead and do that. Don't wait for anybody's permission to do it. No one's gonna help you out when you're gonna be alone and thinking about what you're doing for your life. Nobody, only you. So just go and do that.